So I live in Norway, and like the great Prince once said, sometimes it snows in April, like it did the other night. Now, when it snows, what it does is it puts like a soundproofing over everything, much like when I'm in the studio making videos where I have sound insulation. And what that does is that it makes my tinnitus much more pronounced. It's like the volume just goes right up because I can hear it so much clearer. But when I'm outside walking in the snow, the way that I feel about my tinnitus is different to how it would feel like if I woke up in the middle of the night and heard my tinnitus. And I want to share some of my thoughts on this because I think it's really, really important. Because for me, this is another example that we are in control about how we feel about our tinnitus. Why do I feel differently about my tinnitus when I'm walking in the forest in the daytime, enjoying the day, the fresh air, than when I'm lying in bed and wake up in the middle of the night? It doesn't really make sense because it's the same tinnitus, the same tone, the same intensity, etc. Now, to me, this point is really important because it again proves that we have an element of control about what the tinnitus does to us, about how the tinnitus affects us, because it's the same tinnitus. And here's my theory on the whole thing. When I'm out and about, I'm walking, I'm breathing, I'm relaxing, I'm enjoying, I'm having a good time, I'm thinking about other stuff, I may be planning videos, planning music, maybe even writing a song in my head. The point that I'm making is that I'm enjoying the moment. I'm in the moment, as they say. I'm breathing fresh air. I'm enjoying myself. When I wake up in the middle of the night, my thoughts are focused on the tinnitus. The tinnitus becomes everything in my brain because my brain is probably half asleep still, and all of a sudden it's noticing this tone. So the tone is the same, the intensity is the same. The only difference is the way that I feel. Why is this super important? It's super important, I think, because it gives us back a little bit of control. It gives us back a little bit of power because it's like a door opening in the darkness and a little bit of light coming through. Like the great Leonard Cohen said, there's a crack in everything. That's how the light comes in. Beautiful, 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 profound. And I really believe in that. I live by that every single day. So what's the importance of what I'm saying? What's the actual point that I'm trying to make? It's this. I believe we can change the way we feel about our tinnitus. I don't just believe it, I live it every day. I have to. It's the story that I tell myself, and the story that I tell myself keeps me, or keeps my mind in the right place. And I really believe it, and I live it. It's not easy. None of what I say in any of my videos is easy. I'm not saying that you can just wake up one day and change the way you feel about your tinnitus, but I absolutely believe that you can, because I know it, I do it myself. How do we do that? Well, it takes work. It takes proactivity. It takes being social, enjoying our lives, eliminating stress, eliminating things that are sort of perhaps toxic to us, eliminating situations or reducing our exposure to situations that cause us negativity. All of this is big picture sort of stuff, right? It's sort of, it's like you've really got to look at everything around you. But I believe that by doing all this stuff, we cannot eliminate the sound. We cannot eliminate the actual tone and the intensity of the tinnitus, but we can absolutely change the way we feel about our tinnitus. Because this is a point to prove it. My tinnitus is exactly the same when I'm walking out in the snow, but I'm walking around having a good time, loving it, enjoying it, and the tinnitus is there, but it's just in the back of my mind. But when I wake up in the middle of the night and the tinnitus is there, it seems much more impactful, much more intense, much darker. The only difference is the way that I feel and what I'm doing. So that's why I say, do more stuff you love. Do more stuff you love doing. The more you do it, the more you're not going to think about your tinnitus. And the more that you do that, the more you notice your tinnitus while you're doing that stuff, it becomes, yeah, it's there, whatever, doesn't bother me. And the more you exercise that muscle, the more your tinnitus becomes normal to you. And the more you help yourself go towards habituation. You see what I mean? It all sort of works together. And it's really powerful stuff. We can rethink the way we feel about anything. I believe that. I don't just believe it. I don't just say it. It's not just words coming out of my mouth. I live it because I have to. We can change the way we feel about our tinnitus. It's all we got right now. I'm super optimistic, like I say in all my other videos. I'm super optimistic about what's coming up. But the story that we tell ourselves is vital. If we tell ourselves that this is really bad, I'm struggling, I'm really struggling with my tinnitus, our brain is listening, and that becomes the story we tell ourselves. Whereas if we say, I'm going to do stuff I love today. I'm going to go for a walk in the snow, in the forest, and I'm going to enjoy it. It's the story we tell ourselves. I'm enjoying myself. I'm living my life regardless. I'm having a good time regardless. I'm with my friends regardless. I'm doing what I love regardless. The story that we tell ourselves. It's powerful stuff. I really believe in it. I hope this video was of interest. I've got a website called helpmytinnitus.com where you can download my free PDF, 5 tips for tinnitus. But right now, I'm going to go for a walk in the forest. I see you.